Hi guys, what's going on? I hope you're all having an amazing day. Today's video is gonna be super short. I'm gonna show you several shots I captured of rainbow lorikeets in our front garden. They were super close and I was super lucky to be able to get that close to them. I used my Canon EOS R7, which I purchased about 2 months ago, and I've been using that with the EF 100 to 400mm lens, the second version, for the last 5 weeks or so. I've been using it almost every single day. I absolutely love that combination. The image quality is superb. The sharpness is excellent. Anyway, let's have a look at those shots now. I will briefly talk about each image and hopefully you will like some of them. Before looking at the images of the rainbow lorikeets, I'd like to show you a few shots I captured of little corollas, a cockatoo species that is one of the most widespread throughout Australia. We've had them foraging both on our nature strip and also feeding on the seed pods of our conifers. There isn't much left on those trees anymore, so they haven't visited us for a few days. In this first shot, you can see about 20 individuals that were flocking and flying just right above our house. They usually first land on the nearby power lines, and once they have established that it's safe to fly onto the conifers, they don't waste a single second in doing so. Some of them remain on high alert, especially when you approach them, or stay behind, such as this one that was perched on the phone cable next door. In direct sunlight, you need to make sure that you underexpose quite a bit to retain plenty of chromatic detail in their plumage, which can easily be blown out. This following side portrait shows tremendous amount of intricate detail. I really love that blue patch around their eyes, which doesn't have any feathers. The second last shot was captured just after it took off from the conifer, and it was flying so close that I couldn't even get the entire body in the frame. The eye autofocus worked perfectly for this in-flight capture, just like for the following image, which was extremely detailed as well. Now let's have a look at some pictures of the amazingly vibrantly colored rainbow lorikeets. I managed to photograph them in different lighting conditions, in the shade, with side lighting, just like in these first two wider shots, but the colors of their plumage really start to show off in warm front lighting. I barely increased the saturation in post, but those colors still look so vivid and lively. I'm very fond of this image, where you can see the way they use their rather long tongue to remove seeds. I'm always mesmerized by the red-orange hues in their iris too. Looks fascinating. These next couple of shots are one of my favorites. The light was nice and diffused with subtle rim lighting. I managed to increase shadow detail considerably without introducing too much noise. The following two close-up portraits were taken in relatively low light while it was in the shade. The textural detail in and around the eye is exceptional. The next several shots were captured of a single individual that was resting on the branch of a small eucalyptus tree next door. It must have had heaps of seed pods before, because it looked quite dozy after a big meal. I left some in-flight captures for last. Here you can see that one was getting ready to take off from a power line, then showed off those beautiful colors mid-flight. I was fortunate enough to capture another one while it was flying towards me. Once again, the IAF worked flawlessly and the images came out tech sharp. Here I managed to capture one from a lower angle, as it got scared once I got too close. I'm really stoked about the last two shots. Even though I normally like to capture the entire bird in flight, these frames still work in my opinion. I really like the interplay between shadow and light in this image and the wing position. The very last photo is probably my most detailed in-flight capture of a rainbow lorikeet, and I was super stoked that I managed to nail the focus, as it was flying quite erratically. I hope you enjoyed this short video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel and you love nature photography, I've got different playlists for you. If you're into macro photography, I've got the macro and the extreme macro playlist, and I also have a dedicated playlist just for bird photography, so feel free to have a look at those as well. Thank you so much for watching, and catch you very soon in the next one.